Hello, world and universe. Welcome to the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. And for all my continued followers, I want to say thank you. And this is an opinion-based video channel where I try to open your eyes and ears up to some of the travails and tribulations that take place throughout our cities, our states, our country, and sometimes around the world. And this one I got for you straight out of Pennsylvania, a case that took place in 2019. But the final conviction and verdict just recently became quite evident, and is this mother and what she did to her two children is going to make her spend the rest of her life in jail. Um, Mental illness is a very, very real thing, and as I say to you many times, there's tons of chaos and disorder throughout our cities and our states, but there is a lot of chaos and disorder throughout the four walls of many of our U.S. citizens' homes. And untreated and undiagnosed mental illness is right at the top, and it can become deadly. Someone who is mentally ill can, of course, harm themselves, but we're seeing a lot in today's time where they are harming others, including their loved ones, whether it is a parent or it is a sibling, or even a parent doing something heinous to their own children. And this young lady did it to two children. And what she did, viewer discretion advised, but I think it's important to enlighten you and let you know that there are people suffering. And if you are suffering through stress, anxiety, and just the days or today's travails, seek help immediately. But this mother didn't. She ended up doing something to her children, which was the worst thing you could possibly do. So this is straight out of Pennsylvania, where a mom who hanged her two children then tried to blame her brother, a victim, which was the brother of these two young children, is sentenced for unimaginable murders. Lisa Snyder, 41, allegedly killed her 8-year-old son, Connor, and 4-year-old daughter, Brinley, in September 2019. A Pennsylvania mom recently convicted in the hanging murders of her two young children was sentenced to prison, according to multiple reports. According to ABC News, the Reading Eagle, and WPVI, 41-year-old Lisa Snyder was given 2 life sentences without parole. People magazine previously reported that Snyder was found guilty of killing her 8-year-old son Connor and 4-year-old daughter Brinley. According to reports, the mother declined to address the court and displayed no emotion during the court hearing on Thursday, October 18th. So remember, this took place in 2019, and she just got convicted some 5 years later on Thursday, October the 18th. Miss Snyder was given an additional 8.5 to 17 years in prison on child endangerment and evidence tampering convictions. Berks County Court of Common Pleas President Judge Teresa Johnson also reportedly described the murders as the most violent she had seen in her career. She also stated that Snyder had shown no remorse for her actions. The victim's 22-year-old brother, this is the brother of these two young kids, Owen, described Snyder as a monster, adding that he no longer views her as his mother. So she had a 22-year-old son, along with these two young kids that were 8 and 4 at the time. And Owen described his mother as a monster. And you won't believe what Miss Snyder tried to do to Owen. People previously reported that Miss Snyder had told authorities that her son wanted to die after getting bullied at school. She also told police that he committed these crimes against his siblings by himself. So she tried to put the murder on her 22-year-old son, Owen, along with her allegedly killing her two younger children. So all three of her children, this is just a terrible scenario. Snyder also initially claimed that she called the police after finding her two children hanging in the basement from the opposite ends of the same dog leash, from a dog leash. Meanwhile, prosecutors found that evidence revealed the defendant had bought the dog leash the day before the murders at a local Walmart. So she planned this out. These two children are hanging in the basement of their home by a dog leash. According to the NBC News, Snyder's online searches consisted of how to kill someone, episodes of a documentary crime series, I Almost Got Away with It, suicide, and death by hanging. She Googled all of those things on the internet. And as a result of all of this, there's a paper trail, a technology trail where she Googled how to get away with murder, how to hang someone, and she was seen on video surveillance shopping at a Walmart to get a dog leash, and that is what she purportedly used to kill her two younger children. Where in the world are we going in this world today? If you can't trust your own family members, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, we think that there's a lot of danger outside in these streets, but evidently in some of these homes, there's danger, a high sense of danger within your own home, by your own family members. And I've done numerous videos, as I said before, where you're seeing children that are decimating and killing their parents. You're seeing parents that are doing that to their own children. Where are we going? Which direction are we going in the world today? The level of humanity, upward humanity, is gone straight into the toilet. There is a certain form of machination that is taking place between children and their parents, or parents and their children. The love in many of these individuals' lives has been lost. And this is another sad commentary that mental illness is real. She definitely had to be mentally ill, along with possibly being an evil, monstrous person, like her son Owen said. And luckily, he did not get harmed in this particular instance. I don't know if he wasn't home or what the scenario was, but she ended up taking her anger and her strife out on her two young children. One was 8 and one was 4. What a sad story straight out of Pennsylvania. We need to have an uptick in our level of humanity, love, positivity, having a God-fearing perspective on life. And this is such a sad story, but it happened in 2019, and then she recently got convicted on 2 counts of first-degree murder. She deserves to be in jail. There is a place for her. This family's situation has been devastated, and her life will never be the same either. Tell me what you think about this case straight out of Pennsylvania, where Lisa Snyder, 41, allegedly killed her 8-year-old son, Connor, and 4-year-old daughter, Brinley, straight out of Pennsylvania. And she ended up hanging them with a dog leash, which is very, very unfortunate. And her older son, 22-year-old Owen, called her a monster. Tell me what you think. This has been the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth in a positive, righteous, and God-fearing way.